Welcome back once again. The Rivers State politicking is in another clear dimension following Similayo Fubara's recent endorsement of 32 assembly members loyal to him. Welcome back once again. Remember, WIKE has fought tirelessly in making sure Similayo Fubara does not clinch on the governorship seat come 2027. Unknowingly for him, supporters and stakeholders decided to pick a form clearly for the governorship bid for Similayo Fubara, and he has accepted it. As if that is not enough, remember that Similayo Fubara in his first tenure has battled with Martin Amehule and other House of Assembly members. Now, as we speak, Similayo Fubara's loyalists, likes of Chijioke Ihunwo and other set of persons who are cool loyalists of Similayo Fubara, Oko Jumbo and co, have now purchased their House of Assembly form. This includes them to the 32 endorsed list, endorsed by Similayo Fubara. Remember, from the APC hierarchy, they have stated the time with that number and even authenticated it by supporting Similayo Fubara when the stakeholders bought his governorship nomination form. They have stated it that whosoever that want to contest, as far as their party hierarchy is concerned, the person must consult the state governor. On the part of Rivers State, Oko Jumbo, Chijioke Ihunwo and co have all consulted Similayo Fubara. Now, Martin Amehule and other persons who are loyalists to WIKE are yet to buy their nomination form for the House of Assembly seat. I'm going to be showing you all in full context, all the set of persons that have bought. And in furtherance, the interesting thing here is one of Similayo Fubara's loyalists, being Chijioke Ihunwo, is actually from the same constituency with Martin Amehule, being WIKE's loyalists, all in Obiakpo local government. Now, Chijioke Ihunwo has bought form for the House of Assembly on WIKE's constituency. Then WIKE's loyalists, being Martin Amehule, is yet to buy his form either from the coalition or the Rainbow Coalition or probably the PDP or thereabout. This is exactly the situation happening in the political space in Rivers State. I'm going to be showing you all of that. But before I do that, listen attentively to the reasons why these stakeholders came out and stated that this is the reason why they want Similayo Fubara to be re-elected come 2027, despite the odds of WIKE not wanting him to come back come 2027. Listen attentively to him. When we come back, we'll continue.
This is not the first time. Even for the re-election bid of our very dear President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the funds were procured by the Governance Advisory Council of Lagos. So it is not new. And before now, it has always been the practice and the tradition in Rivers State. And this is about democracy. Democracy is about the people. And if the people so decide, they will bear the burden of bringing you back to serve them. So it is not about how deep your pocket is. It's about how and what the people actually feel. That is why we are here as representative of the people of Rivers State, insisting that the present governor, Similayo Fubara, who has served the people, who is opening up the areas that nobody ever dreamed would be opened up. We have had on paper and several failed attempts, miniature types even, of the popular Trans-Calabari Road. Today, it is a reality.
Lastly, sir, this is the second coming of Similayo Fubara. What is he bringing on board this time?
Similayo Fubara is focused. His coming in is to consolidate on the numerous gains that we have had. He is consolidating on the numerous things that he has done. In terms of infrastructure, is it the welfare of the people? This is the only time that the citizens of Rivers State have actually had somebody who is dedicated to their service, a man who is humble to a fault, a man who understands the pains of the people. I give you a classical example. I am from Andoni. Since the days of Dr. Peter Odili, you know how long that has been. we had never driven on a third road to the headquarters of the local government area. But within the first 6 months of Fubara, that became a history. We are people who God has blessed enormously that should participate and drive the process of the blue economy. We never had access. Governor Fubara had opened up the area for effective participation and contributions to the blue economy of this country. If you are not too far away, you would know that indeed there was an Atlantic Beach Party, which was an international event. The people of Egbeda from Elele can drive on very smooth roads.
Come back once again. I believe you've listened attentively to the reasons why the stakeholder decided to pick the nomination form for Similayo Fubara to return come 2027 in Rivers State. Sincerely speaking, they listed out in their exact words the marvelous jobs Similayo Fubara has done and the reason why they are calling that he should come back come 2027 against all odds. As if that is not enough, Similayo Fubara have started playing the politics of the day, enshrined by the APC. As you could see on your screen, Governor Similayo Fubara endorses 32 aspirants for Rivers State Assembly elections. This is a knockoff of Martin Amehule and other assembly members loyal to Nyesom Wike. The endorsement, which is seen as a strong indication of the governor's preferred candidates ahead of the forthcoming elections, includes key allies such as Victor Okojombo, Chijioke Ihunwo, and several others loyal to Fubara's administration. Below is the full list of endorsement aspirants and their respective constituencies. Look at it: Ahoda West State Constituency, Bonny State Constituency, Okpobo Nkoro State Constituency, Akokotoro State Constituency, and even both Akokotoro 1, Akokotoro 2, Ahoda East Constituency, Abua Constituency, Abua Igbema Adona Constituency, and even Ikwere Constituency. Now, the one that is, as you could see on your screen, all of them are actually loyalists of Similayo Fubara. The one that shook just Nyesom Wike and his loyalists, including Martin Amehule, is the Obiakpo constituency, where Chijioke Ihunwo, on his verified X handle, came out, as you could see on your screen, stated he has bought and he is interested in contesting for House of Assembly membership under the APC in Obiakpo local government. Now, this is a knockoff of Martin Amehule because Martin Amehule is hailing from that same local government, and precisely this is local government of Nyesom Wike. Now, at this point in time, is Martin Amehule going to contest with Chijioke Ihunwo, the loyalist to Similayo Fubara, or is he going to still pick the APC form, or is he going to, rumor has it that all the loyalists of Nyesom Wike has been told to hold on, but they are going to pick their forms through the PDP. So is Nyesom Wike filing his own candidates through the PDP to knock off Similayo Fubara's candidate in the House of Assembly, knowing fully well that if he does that, he is working against the APC hierarchy and the order they have given in their party, thereby creating internal crisis right from Rivers State politicking to the federal parasata that may lead to his sanction or in furtherance creating issues with his appointer Bimbola Ahmed Tinubu in the federal character regarding the politicking space in Rivers State. So this is exactly what is happening. And remember, 25 Group had to move to refund the stakeholders that purchased Similayo Fubara's form, to refund them, because it is now clear that the grassroots is behind Similayo Fubara. APC hierarchy is behind Similayo Fubara. It is just Nyesom Wike and his loyalists that are not behind Similayo Fubara. It is a win-win for Similayo Fubara at this point in time, because if these House of Assembly members come into office, assuming they're not conceding, with every might they have, then Similayo Fubara will not be battled with House of Assembly approval or what have you. This is exactly the situation and the politicking in Rivers State. It is a clear politicking atmosphere in Rivers State, sincerely speaking. I decided to bring all of this to your view. I'm going to be leaving you with this particular video of what is actually happening as we speak. Remember, Peter Obi has just decamped and has left ADC, and so many persons are clearly stating, irrespective of the fact that Peter Obi has clarified that him leaving ADC was not the reason of Atiku Abubakar. But beneath it, so many persons have stated that Peter Obi joining an agreement with Kwankwaso is a clear move of Kwankwaso coming back to agree with Peter Obi ahead of 2031, because he knows by that time the power will be shifting to the north. Listen attentively to this video and react positively in the comment section regarding everything that has been discussed in this particular video. Don't forget to share, like, and also hit the subscribe button. Express your opinion and your views regarding the politicking in Rivers State and in the country at large. Don't forget to share. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the video.
So he's trying to use this new relationship with Peter Obi, the same Peter Obi that he said in 2022 that it was his junior politically and that it makes no sense for him to be his deputy. That is the same person that has agreed now to be his deputy because he's eyeing 2031. He wants the votes of the Southeast so that people will say, this man supported our man. Okay, if he comes out in 2031, he will then get the votes of the Southeast. This is his agenda. This is his goal. He knows what he's doing. He's not politically naive. But a lot of people don't see it like that. But that actually is good in agreeing to be deputy to Peter Obi. So if the opposition continues to find it difficult to come together, because they are now further fragmenting themselves, when you see Peter Obi contesting on a different platform to an Atiku Abubakar, because Atiku wanted Peter Obi to be his deputy. They badly wanted Peter Obi on their side. They did everything possible to bring him. But Peter Obi saw clearly that unless he is on the ballot as presidential candidate, he will not be able to convince his loyal supporters, the obedient, to support any ticket that he finds himself on, except he's the presidential candidate. And the obedience have been abusing Atiku Abubakar because they believe that he's greedy politically. They believe that as an old man, he should be able to concede to Peter Obi. And for Peter Obi, you either make me the presidential candidate or I leave. He has already told us some weeks back that it doesn't matter, that he could go to as many parties as possible. That is what we're about to see now. They're weakening themselves every day with this kind of moves. So you can imagine if someone like Bala decides to contest now as presidential candidate of his new party, APM, Egbe Onipaki, he will certainly take some of the votes that should go to Atiku.
Absolutely.
So they are their own problem, but they want the world to believe that Bola Tinubu is the one spending money to make sure that they have no unity. If an Atiku goes to a TV station to diminish people in his own party, and you can see that after that they started exchanging words. You've heard what Amechi said, So is it Bola Tinubu that told him to say the things that he said in an interview? So they have all kinds of problems. If they keep fragmenting themselves, there's no way they can win the election.